Hey guys, James here again, and this is what if Luffy had the kaze no Mi, or the wind fruit. Now, I'm recording outside since it's a nice day. You guys hear noise in the background, probably flies, me putting my feet up on something, my neighbors, birds, wind, planes. You can hear anything out here, I guess. But some things will change in this what if, like one, Shanks will train Luffy. So, like, not for a long time, but time for a good amount of time, nonetheless. I'll say that right now. So, yeah. Now, Shanks will still try to do, like, he gives, like, Luffy doesn't give, sorry about that. Shanks doesn't give Luffy the devil fruit, but Luffy will still eat it. This devil fruit, it's a wind fruit. And as a result of him eating this, he can turn into wind. It's Logi devil fruit. So Shanks will actually yell at Lucky Roo and Beckman and Makino until they feel bad for Luffy. So they actually will tell Shanks they need to train him to, like, fix up his, I guess, his body, get it back to normal. As Luffy is just turning into wind randomly. So Shanks actually recommends that they like go somewhere to train Luffy, somewhere where there's a lot of wind. And I will end up making up an island, and this island is in East Blue. It's called the Island of Gust. Basically, it's just an island full of wind. Not even tornadoes can stand it, as tornadoes will kind of just be pushed away, pushed off the island into the water. So Shanks will take Luffy there, but before they go, Lucky Roo and Yasop end up killing Higum and his men. Shanks doesn't know this, but they did. Like one night, they kind of snuck away and killed Higum and his guys. And this does mean I will postpone a lot of things right now. Like Ace and Sabo, that's postponed. Like anything that happens with Luffy while Luffy is with Ace and Sabo and Canon will be postponed. So when Luffy's around 10 years old, you know, when he's 10. When he's 10, he meets Ace and Sabo. But right now he's 7. And we're going to fast forward. So I'm going to fast forward around a year and a half. Garp was actually told by Makino and Whoopslap, that is the mayor of Fuchsia Village. Garp was told by them that Luffy was on a merchant ship. And Garp is actually okay with this, as merchants in the East Blue are mainly harmless. But during this time, Luffy was actually trained by Shanks. And Shanks, knowing he can't really help Luffy with controlling his devil fruit, like turn into wind by reflex, he got Luffy observation hockey instead. So Luffy accepted that, and he actually would have his strength enhanced, all of his senses enhanced, plus hockey. And Shanks was told by Luffy who his grandpa is, and Shanks would think that, well, I'd say that Garp has Conquerors, so he tells Luffy about Conquerors hockey and Armament hockey, and observation, telling Luffy that he has it. Later, Shanks will tell Luffy he has all 3. During this time, Luffy will learn how to use Conquerors, not on the canon scale, but Conquerors nonetheless. He can knock out like 11 people using Conquerors. Pretty good. So yeah. And on Gust Island, actually relatively close to Kokashi Village. So after a bit, they'll go there. Luffy at this point, so in 1 year, Luffy had turned 9. Another half year, which is past Luffy's birthday, so Luffy at this point is 10. Actually, no, he'd be 9. I missed the ages. He'd be 9 at this point. Luffy's 9, that would make Nami 10. And Nami, she was put through the most excruciating thing she'd ever felt, as Arlong took over her town, not too long ago. So Luffy had actually asked Shanks, can they go to this island to buy some food, some water, some things, instead of Luffy just having to hunt for his food all the time. Shanks would say, yeah, he's actually kind of sick of this too, as they all, like Shanks' whole crew, will go to Kokashi Village. Get there, Arlong's crew will tell Arlong that a red pirate ship is in sight. Hachi is aware of who Shanks is, as he's met Shanks by actually being a Rayleigh and Shocky a few times, and Shanks has met Hachi. And Hachi, this was like before Hachi was fully a member of Arlong's crew. I'd say that right now. So Hachi is actually pretty calm right now, but Arlong wants to retreat, but he leaves Hachi and Nami behind. But in his time of retreat, Shanks actually sees the village. It's in horrible shape. And he sees a grave on top of the mountain. Then Shanks already knows this is Arlong's crew. You can tell by the giant flag that resembles what Arlong is. Pretty sure that's let me check real quick. I forgot what Arlong is actually. Yeah, Arlong's a saw shark fishman. So, basically, Shanks knows who Arlong is, but he sees that he probably killed someone very important to the village. So, Shanks, seeing that some are retreating, seeing Arlong is retreating, but he sees two people on the dock, just standing there. And he notices one of them is a small child, one of them is a fisherman with... Sorry about this, I have to wait for that truck to go by. He notices that one of them is a child, one of them is a fisherman with around, like, 8 limbs. Not limbs, but 8 arms. Or 6 arms, actually. There's 6 arms for Hachi. Shanks knows who this is, but does tell Yasop, use one of the cannons and shoot the ship down. Shoot the ship down. That sounds really bad. And Yasop and Lucky Roo and Beckman actually all get cannons, start firing on Arlong's ship, and they end up killing Arlong in this process. And they actually saw Arlong his ship get shot down, and Arlong and his crew are killed. Hachi feels sad, but he doesn't really care anymore. When they get to the dock, Nami actually just jumps up in excitement as the village runs down to Nami, and the doctor instantly grabs Nami's arm, wraps it up in a bandage, saying, I'm gonna have to fix this later. As Nami had the tattoo for a few months. Luffy gets off the ship, who's actually pretty big for his age, like he's bigger than Nami. Luffy's at the side like he's 9. He's probably as big as someone who should be like 11 or 12. But Luffy will actually be introduced to Nami by Gen. Like Luffy is introduced to Nami and Nojiko, and they actually they're actually pretty good friends at this point. They're there for a few weeks. Eventually they leave, but Nami will come with them. They'll come with Nami, as Luffy needs a friend his age. There's no kids Luffy's age in Dawn Island. Well, not on Dawn Island, in Fushigi Village. There's no one his age. They're all older than him. So they take Nami with him, even though she's not his age, but she's close to it. And Nami is actually told about Luffy Double Fruit by Luffy. And when they get to Dawn Island, Shanks is there for like 2 days just to like drop Luffy off, give Makino the red-haired piping, everything. So Shanks will leave after giving Makino red-haired piping. And when Makino says bye to Shanks, she smiles. But yeah. Now, we're gonna fast forward a bit. Fast forward a few months, and Garp will come to say hi to Luffy. He's shocked when he sees Nami, as Luffy will say, "Oh, she was on an island ruled by pirates, and I got a double fruit. I was able to chase those pirates off." Garp will hug Luffy, saying, "You're already a Marine in the making." Luffy will yell, saying, "I'm not a Marine, I'm a pirate, but I'm a good one." Garp will sigh, saying, not saying, but he'll think, "I hope he's not like Roger." But that's Garp's thought. Garp will talk to Nami about who who took over her island. Garp was shocked that Luffy took down a whole crew of fishmen, even though Luffy didn't actually do it. He tells Garp he did. Nami knows why she can't tell Garp about Shanks, as she's like Luffy told her why. Like he cannot risk telling Garp he's friends with Shanks. And one thing that Shanks did tell Luffy. Once Luffy becomes a pirate, he's automatically an ally of the red-haired pirates. He's automatically an ally. So, Luffy's prepared for that. He's prepared for it. But, off that topic now. Oh, Luffy actually, like, Garp we told about Luffy's Logia Devil Fruit. And, for the other half of the year, Luffy and Nami end up being trained by Garp. And Garp makes Luffy read a lot of books on weather and everything. Pause real quick. Okay, I'm back. So, sorry that was so jumbled. I was gone for a long time. I was gone for like 40 minutes. Completed Logia. Shanks ended up taking Luffy along, feeling bad, trained Luffy. Alright, there's one thing I don't think I went over. Shanks taught Luffy how to use observation haki, since Luffy can't actually turn into wind on command or on reflex. So Shanks taught him observation just as a pseudo reflex. So Luffy has observation haki. Luffy and Nami. Luffy went to Kokodashi Village. Well, they made it into Kokodashi Village, scared off Arlong and killed him. Took Nami, and now they're at Dawn Island. Shanks left after giving Makino the piping, and Garp is there now. So Garp's at the island, and for the other half the year, Garp went training them. And Garp trains Nami, he changed a little more harshly, as she's never had to do something really hard to get. Like she didn't even make the bet with Arlong yet. But Nami did tell Garp she's actually pretty good at stealing. So Garp feels bad, but to avoid paying, he does have Nami steal a lot of books on weather for Luffy. Garp and Nami both force Luffy to read books on weather, just so he has decent knowledge on his devil fruit power. So Garp, after getting like Luffy and Nami all trained up, he introduces them to Ace and Sabo, and they're both 10. Well, Luffy's 10, Nami's 11. Ace and Sabo are around 12. Wait, no. Wait, so Luffy's 10. Ace and Sabo would be 13, actually. Yeah, they'd be 13. So after being introduced to Luffy, they're they're not really too fond of him until Garp will say he was trained. Luffy will actually tell Garp that Shanks did teach him some things how to control his elf fruit. So one thing add on, he told Dot on this one thing. Luffy was trained pretty hardcore by some of the scariest pirates in the world. So Luffy is very independent if he needs to be. After Ace and Sabo hear this, especially from Garp, they actually want to be friends with Luffy. I assume Nami was the same way, so they'll actually just tolerate her, I guess. I won't tolerate her, but they'll actually accept her as well. So, can I just pause one more time? Okay, so Ace and Sabo actually like Luffy and Nami after Garp had told Dot while Luffy would be pretty independent, so would Nami. And Ace and Sabo, instead of Ace and Sabo just ignoring Luffy, it's more like Luffy and Nami ignoring Ace and Sabo. So they actually chase after Luffy and Nami. Luffy and Nami pick a fight with the Blue Jam pirates, as Luffy deems them a disgrace to the pirate name. And Luffy will tell the support Chemi first. He tells us to support Chemi first. With Chemi going to slash off Luffy's head, won't do it. But they all see Luffy's head come off, but it turned to wind. It just came right back. Luffy will laugh, saying, "You're pretty weak," as he punches poor Chemi in the chest, making him fly through a wall. This would make Luffy and Chemi engage in hand-to-hand combat, where Luffy's physically stronger than Chemi, shockingly, and Ace and Sabo aren't even close to Chemi's physical strength yet, so that's not really too good for them. Well, not for them, but eventually, if Chemi does live, it's going to be bad for them, as Chemi assumes they're with Ace and Sabo. Eventually, after a bit, Luffy beats up Chemi and his men, and eventually picks a fight with Blue Jam. And this fight will result in Blue Jam usually accidentally dying. Luffy doesn't mean to do it, but he does kill Blue Jam. Ace and Sabo and Nami fought alongside Luffy. As Ace and Sabo and Nami took on the side guys, or the henchmen, Luffy turned into wind, actually flew into Blue Jam's body, and accidentally pumped up his lungs, and made them boom. So Blue Jam's lungs were blown up by Luffy by accident. Luffy feels bad, but Blue Jam did deserve it. He did deserve it. But this will make Ace and Sabo respect Luffy a lot, and Outlook kind of just Sabo's dad kind of gives up on just wanting Sabo back. He's with a gang of hooligans and a murderer. And there's known, the Great General just called Luffy a murderer. Everyone there calls him that. Even though some of them are killers themselves, they call Luffy a murderer. It hurts Luffy deep down, but doesn't matter anymore. And Garp did hear Luffy accidentally killed Blue Jam. But Garp, to cheer up Luffy, gives him Blue Jam's bounty. So let me check that real quick. Sorry for so much pauses in a short amount of time. Okay, so one thing. Blue Jam's bounty was almost on the same level as Arlong. Arlong had a 20 million berry bounty, I'm pretty sure. Blue Jam had 14 million. So, pretty big. So, Blue Jam's bounty would be given to Luffy, Ace, Sabo, and Nami. And Garp, to give them a little more spirit, he gives Luffy 14 million, but he gives the rest of them around 5 million. But not his, from the Marines. And Sengoku did want Garp to bring Luffy into the Marines, but Sengoku was told by Garp, Luffy has a way to avoid Garp at all costs, no matter what. That way is turning into wind and hitting him repeatedly. Garp does use observation haki to try to get Luffy, but wind, you can't really track it everywhere. Luffy can just turn into one giant gust of wind, and Garp can't dodge every single hit of it, or every single hit coming from the wind. So Garp's kind of outmatched, outnumbered in terms of fists by Luffy. But when fast forward a few years, when Ace and Sabo have to leave. When Ace and Sabo have to leave, Nami is very upset, as she was actually Sabo's girlfriend. But not for long. She was Sabo's girlfriend for like 2 months, and that was really it. They didn't even kiss yet. So Nami was sad that he was leaving, but Nami was sad that he was leaving, but she didn't really feel too bad about it. Eventually, she did have a crush on Luffy, but that didn't last too long. So I was stuttering about Nami's name. It's just trying to rush real quick. I have a lot of things to do right now. So eventually, Ace and Sabo leave, and Nami did tell Sabo about the Revolutionary Army, and due to the I forgot one thing, the Great Terminal Fire. That does not happen. Luffy is easily able to put that out. He doesn't he puts it out on the first time he sees the flames spread all around it, puts it out. Well, the Social Dragon really doesn't really care, but he does avoid half the city because of that. I don't think he turned half of the Goa Kingdom. But back to this. So when Ace and Sabo leave, Nami will tell Sabo about the Revolutionary Army before he leaves, and Sabo wants to go to join that, as he was born to evil nobles basically. So he wants to defeat them. They can do it easily for his whole country, but he wants to do it with a group of people that can save the whole world if they need to. Ace is still coming to be a pirate, but to be the greatest pirate to ever live. Greater than Whitebeard, greater than Roger. Luffy is just going to have Nami as his navigator, so yeah, she doesn't go with anyone. She already promised Luffy to be his navigator. So, Luffy will leave, and Nami, Ace, and Sabo built a whole ship by themselves. They built it. They built it by themselves. No help from the bandits, no help from Garp, no help from the village. Just by themselves. They had to chop down trees, Red had to build ships, and they built a pretty big ship. But for each of them, they built many ships. Some sucked, some were good. Yeah, but they built a total of 10 ships. Ace and Sabo took some. They each took 2. Well, Ace took 1, Sabo took 1. Luffy and Nami are taking 1. So they should share a ship. But each ship is equipped with at least 10 rooms. Hint, hint. Now, eventually, when Luffy sets sail with Nami doesn't need to navigate Luffy, but Luffy's the captain, so he doesn't need a navigator despite him being a really good one. But eventually, they come across Alvida, but with how fast Luffy makes the ship go, comes across Alvida 2 days into his trip, besides I'd say he runs in Alvida at least 4 days into his trip in canon. I'd say he's at sea for a pretty good amount of time, but not for too long. I'd say he spent a lot of it sleeping. Eventually, he runs into Alvida a day or 2 earlier, and when he gets on the ship, he jumps on the ship with Nami. They drop the anchor, jump on the ship, and Nami actually beats up most of Alvida's crew, except Kobe and Alvida. They're the last one standing. Luffy just takes care of Alvida. Kobe refuses to fight as he's too scared. But Nami sees Kobe is actually kind of held captive, and she kind of feels for him, so she will actually accept Kobe, get onto the ship, and drop him off at the nearest island, which Nami decides is Shelltown. It's a marine base there, so she decides to drop him off there. Luffy propels the ship as fast as he can, and when they get to Shelltown, there's nothing special. Nami saw all the Marines there sucked, which kind of made her a little upset, but she couldn't do anything about it. But eventually, they're there a few days earlier, as Luffy makes the ship go really fast. Almost as fast as a car. So super fast. Eventually, when they get to the bar, they're there. The thing on Zoro is about to kill Helmeppo's dog, or wolf. So as soon as Zoro's about to kill it, Luffy quickly grabs it by the head and throws it into the water. Zoro actually laughs at how well Luffy did that as they found the bar. Luffy just threw a wolf into the water that's a good ways away. And the Marines all pointing guns at Luffy on Helmeppo's request, on his request. And Helmeppo will yell at them fire at Luffy, but the bullets stop midair. They don't leave the guns. The Marines are a little confused, so is Helmeppo, as he sees them firing bullets. Luffy will say, "Keep firing, and the gun's gonna explode in your hands." The Marines drop the guns as Helmeppo's like, What are you doing? You hurt my wolf." He says, "You're an idiot for keeping a wolf as a pet." He punches Helmeppo right in the face. Zoro will laugh, saying, "I like your style." The kid that the wolf was trying to bite hugged Luffy, saying, "Thank you so much." Luffy will chuckle, saying, "No problem. A gun is fired. Where's the kid?" But Luffy steps in front of the kid, taking the bullet to the back. But Helmeppo thinks blood should be pouring on Luffy's back. But really, it should only went through Luffy's cloak, as Luffy wears this, basically. Only difference is there's no scar on his chest, and there's no beard. And I did perfectly. So, When Helmholtz sees that there's no blood, he looks like he ripped off Luffy's cloak. There's a hole in the cloak, but nothing else. I've been holding his shirt. That's when Luffy holds out, like, he pulls his hand from his back and holds up the bullet, saying, "Looking for this?" And he flicks it right by Helmholtz's ear, taking off a good chunk of it, and goes right into a building. Helmholtz freaks out as his ear's bleeding heavily, as he will yell, "I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I won't do anything again. Just please let me live." He says, "Join your wolf in the water," as he grabs Helmholtz and throws him into the water. So, as Helmholtz is thrown in there, Luffy will look at the Marines running into the Marine base, and they actually just push open the doors. Like, they push open the doors and they run up to Morgan. Morgan's confused on why they're so scared until they say, some guy stopped their bullets from firing, beat up Helmholtz, beat up his wolf, basically kind of exaggerating everything. Morgan comes out thinking Helmholtz is so weak that not even his fleet of Marines could beat them up. Not fleet, but his group of Marines. Morgan sees Luffy, who's just chilling in the bar. He walks in and goes to hit Luffy in the chest with the axe. The moment the axe is flung, not flung, but swung down, Luffy stops it with 2 fingers. Like, he clutches it between 2 fingers. It's always drinking with Luffy as long as Luffy pays for it. But when the axe swung down, Luffy catches it with 2 fingers, saying, "Was that really necessary? You could have just said you're under arrest." He kind of says, like, mocking Morgan. Morgan says, "You're causing a ruckus on my island. I want you to leave before I have to get violent and kill you." Luffy stands up, being pretty tall. He's around 6 feet. Actually, actually around Zoro's height, actually. Just make him, like, the pretty average, according to Canon. But Luffy's around Zoro's height, and Luffy will say, "You would have gotten violent even if I did say I surrender." Morgan will smirk, saying, "Damn right." He'll just grab Luffy's arm and cut that off using his axe. But he can't pull the axe from Luffy's 2 fingers. He says, "Don't tell me." That's when Morgan actually kind of flinches, or just kind of gets nervous, thinking, there are some freaks in this world that are above him by a lot. Like Kuro, like Garp, like Sengoku, like the admirals, like vice admirals, rear admirals. Those are all like freaks of nature in the Marines in the world. I wonder if Luffy might be one of those freaks of nature. So as not Helmholtz, as Morgan kind of just puts the axe, he just actually says, "I submit." As Luffy lets go of the axe, but Morgan is lying. He goes to slash Luffy's chest, but Zoro cuts off his arm. Not the axe, but his whole arm. Morgan freaks out as Nami will grab her staff and hit Morgan over the head with it, knocking him out. The Marines all say, "Finally, he's done for." Luffy just says, "Well, you guys are actually not on his side." The Marines say, "No, he sucks. He's a tyrant. He's just trash of a human." I can't help but laugh, saying, "Is that really how you feel?" The Marines say, "Yes." Kobe will say, "I didn't know Marines were like this. I thought they were all good and nice and cheery." Luffy will say, "They're far from that. A lot of them are." But Luffy will say, "There are some good ones, like my grandpa. I guess most people associate with my grandpa are good. He's only around good people." But, Kobe, you wanted to be a Marine, right? Be better than him. He's actually asked the Marines, can they let Kobe join? Since he's not a member of the crew, he was just helping Kobe get to Shelltown. Marines agree as they take Morgan into the infirmary, but lock and tie him up with tons of rope and chains. So, I'm in this part here with Zoro, like, joining the crew, like, he just agrees to join them, and wants to join them, and seeing how strong Luffy is. But, starts this part sloppy, it was just, I'm rushing. So, if you guys enjoy, like, subscribe, comment if you did. Comment if you did. Bye.